that's what daddies do. They get payback for doing this type of. They get payback for doing the kind of things that they do to women.
No.
When their daughters grow up, it's like a lesson to learn, a real one.
Lies.
Okay.
Listen, let me tell you
We'll get
something.
there.
Let me tell you something, right? It's all about your actions. It's all about your actions. Like, for instance, you have an opportunity. Let's say if it's a young man who did everything right to every girlfriend he ever had, and he grows up and he has a daughter, but he stays out on the road, doesn't really invest any time into his daughter's life, then the good that he did before he had a daughter is not going to keep his daughter from sucking cucumbers. You dig what I'm saying?
Well, that's different. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You still got to put time.
But see, that's what I'm trying to tell you. No matter, and it works in the reversal. So no matter how bad you did women before you had a daughter, as long as you invest the time, effort, and energy into your daughter's life, you got to put those thought prevention program hours.
No, that's what it does. It gives them,
life.
Information and lets them see, how to deal with things. But that doesn't mean they're not going to go through it.
So you're just saying there's just some unidentifiable reason for girls to go through things and have certain relationships with certain guys based on what their father did?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying because that's the circle of life. That's what's going on.
Well, karma is constant.
Yes.
But the thing is, it's happening everywhere to everybody. Example, let's say you do me wrong, right? Mm-hmm. You do me wrong. Now, people mostly gonna say that you got karma coming to you. But I obviously had some karma coming to me. I probably did somebody wrong some other time, and that's why I goddamn had to be done wrong by you.
Right.
And so later on, you gonna be done wrong by somebody who probably had been done wrong by somebody before. So
sure.
So it's not like just people talk about karma in one direction. You know what I'm saying? Mm. The person who's giving out the undesirable energy is going to receive undesirable energy. But what about before that? What about before that? What about the person who received the undesirable energy and what they did to deserve it earlier on?
I mean, it's just gonna happen. I mean, I don't think that, I think there's some kind of ways to prevent some things, but some things you ain't gonna be able to get around.
And I remember now, I do remember this, right? And we all know I have like one of the most unorthodox senses of humor that most difficult to understand. I put a post up, and the post was saying that, okay, so the post said that it was a woman speaking, okay, and she was talking about how women should address the elephant in the room of how things change after we say I do. And that elephant in the room is what continues to make men more afraid or apprehensive about getting married. So I posted that and I said, now it's interesting to hear a woman say this because I myself hear this all the time from young men about marriage and their concerns about marriage. And you jumped down my throat along with every other woman and said, how could you speak about your marriage? I'm not talking about me. So, but now that we're here and this is a judgment-free zone, you know what I'm saying? I feel like it's a safe platform. I'm in a safe place. We can talk about this. What is it that makes shit change when people say I do?
Honestly, I thought that post, was irrelevant to me because I don't know nothing about that. I don't feel like things changed. I feel like what a lot of people say when they get married, the biggest thing that I hear when people get married, they say that they don't have sex anymore. That's the biggest thing I hear from a married couple.
Yeah, that's terrible.
I've never experienced that, I don't.
And you never will.
I don't know anything about that, so I feel like
not in this marriage.
You see what I'm saying? So I don't feel like it's been a real change.
I'm going to be working out every hole you got, honey.
Oh, my God.
You going to have to.
I'm done.